Alright folks, gonna make another video. I was just talking about some of the things I got going on. I decided I'd make a video about changing this top on my portable garage that come from Harbor Freight. I thought about it after I did part of it, but I ain't did so much that you ain't gonna figure out what I done. I'm about to have a heat stroke. Old man's too old to be doing this. Alright, so let's spin it. Show you what we're talking about. You can see all these tears, they dry rot after a year or two. You have to change these tops every year. So I did change the back the last time. The back seems to be pretty good, but the top is in really bad shape. I mean, that's some of the better spots. If you was in here, let's see what we got. I don't know if you can see all of those tears up there. It's tore all the way down the center, all the sides. You see all that action, so that ain't gonna keep water out of here. So what I've done so far, like I said, I'm keeping these ends. I went around and I've unscrewed it. And these things are jacked down with tie downs. When you come in this hole with the end, you put it in here. And you put this jack on it, this hand crank, and tighten it up like this one is. This is the end piece, so we don't need that one off. But I've got this piece loose. I had to dig out where I could get in here because I had them screwed down about every 16, 18 inches in there. Using long 5/16 head screws with big fender washers on them. I got all four corners untied. I got it, why am I not seeing something here? Oh man, I forgot about this. There's some things I have forgotten to do here that we're gonna have to do. It's not as easy as I thought it was gonna be. Let's see how much trouble that is. The bottom bar seemed to have went through it. Yeah, that's gonna make it a bit more interesting. Yep. We have to take that piece loose all the way around, and as you can see, I may not be able to get to all of those pieces. This is just about to get real, y'all. Yeah, well, it's loose on the outside. We got to come back and take all these pipes out and take that out. That is not going to be fun. No, it's not. Just turned into a bit more of a job than I remembered it being. I think the last time I had to empty the building out. This time the building is much more full. I'm not going to have that luxury, I don't think. We got one, two. We got the ones on the end. At least the two in the middle's got to come out on each one. Yeah. Okay, so this just stepped up the program a little bit, y'all, making it real interesting. But let me see what I can do. I thought I was ready to snatch this baby off of there. Alright, back to the old drawing board. Take those inside pieces loose. I don't know if I'm going to get this thing done today, y'all. I thought all I had to do is unscrew it. It'd pop it off. We're about to find out. Stay tuned. I will do my best to get this done today, but it's a hot one. And it's, I don't know. What time is it? It's got to be pushing 3 o'clock probably. It's just after 2:30. Got to do it today. It's going to be raining for the next 4 or 5 days. So at any rate, I'm going to stop taping right now. We're going to get in there and take those inside bottom rails apart. I'm pretty sure, let me make sure I'm not smoking something, but I'm pretty sure, yeah, there's nothing else to take apart. Nowhere on the top. All of that's going to come right off, but we do have to take the bottom rail apart. It's going to make it real interesting, y'all. Stay tuned for more fun and excitement. And let me tell you how hot it is in here. It's like a sauna. Whew. Anyway, stay tuned for more fun. That's right, folks. Sometimes you gotta open up a can of Hulk mixed with Godzilla to get things done. Oh, y'all thought I was doing nothing. I don't even, y'all don't have a clue the stuff I've been moving around out here. It's just some of it, because I put some in other buildings. I've shoved some in this trailer, shoved some in the front of this trailer, just so I could take that thing apart and get that top off and change it tonight. It's like, I think it's 6 or 7 o'clock, so I ain't got long. I already got one bar loose. I ain't pulled it out. I got this bar right here, brackets loose on it. I take these brackets loose. These brackets loose. If you notice I'm walking a trail, that's all that stuff I just moved. These brackets loose. Get all these bars out and then it'll slide off there. I don't know if y'all can see all of this, but look at that trail I got on this side. It ain't pretty. I'm going to sweep this when I get the top off. Look at that trail I got on this side, and I'm going to take all these bars out, and then I'm going to rip this top off and try to get that other top on there tonight. Try to. Don't know how well that's going to work. The ends can stay. The door end and the back end, I got to clean this floor up, try to get the ants back out of here again, because they do try to build up. I got this floor is like 2x8, some old ones I had turned sideways, so it's laying right on the dirt. So every time they do get eat up, I didn't think this was going to be here long. It's been here 4 or 5 years now, and I just screwed this to some old particle board, wrapped it with the underlayment so it wouldn't rot out too quick. But them boards are sitting right on the dirt. Ants is starting to get in here, weeds is starting to get in here. Done weeded them back one time. I'm going to try to clean all this up when I take this out, but my next step is to get the rest of these brackets out. And this top is a goner. Then try to get the other one up there and start putting these pipes back in before it gets dark. I've got my work light over there. If y'all can see that, I could plug him in and turn on the building light. Work out here at night when it's a little cooler. Not supposed to be getting any rain today. Looking for sometime tomorrow. I might be finishing this up tomorrow. All the important stuff that don't need to get wet, I need to get back in this building tonight. Or this cover. I don't know if you can technically call this a building, but yeah, this top's gonna be coming off hopefully within the next hour. I'm gonna take all them brackets out. Done got all the dirt pulled out. I got all the bottoms pulled off because I had that screwed down. That's loose except for it's in those pipes. That is my next step. I don't know how much of this I'll be filming because I got to get busy. Just thought I'd stop and show you. I've been throwing stuff in all these buildings. Stuff out here. Some of this stuff cannot stay out here at night. I put stuff back around in this building, which this stuff was already in here. But some of these lights and chair brackets and x-ray parts I put out here. It's a process, y'all. I am working my butt off. You can't find nobody that wants to work anymore, so I'm having to do this myself. Y'all keep me in your thoughts because I'm working my butt off so I can retire this year. It is about the middle of May, about the 18th or 19th, I think. November I hope to retire. I think I can actually file for it 2 months before my birthday, which is November the 2nd. Take a little bit to get the draw in it, and then I don't have to work so much. I can work a little bit to make up the difference that I need to pay my bills. And I can concentrate on selling more of this stuff. There's things out here that are worth some stuff. Some things need to be trashed, but some things are worth a fair amount of money. So I got to get with it. I just can't keep working and doing this stuff at the same time. I need like 4 of me going 40 hours a week, and I can't do it anymore. Anyway, I do appreciate y'all for watching. If this is all of this one, thanks for watching. I'm going to try to show you this when I take it off. Maybe as I'm putting it back on and bolting it down. It's probably going to be dark out here later, so I don't know if you'll get to see me fill it back up. I might show you whenever I get all this stuff back in there. It's going to be packed right back in there again. Probably a pretty good bit. I've taken pictures of some of this stuff as I've drug it out, so I can try to list it for sale. Not everything though, not all the small parts, just some of the bigger things I could sell quick. But That's about all I got for right now, y'all. I do appreciate y'all all sticking around and hanging with it. Thanks for everybody that watches it to the end. See y'all either in the next segment or the next video. I'll be working late the next 2 or 3 nights. I'm going to be home alone again, I think, for several nights. So y'all stay tuned. I might put some stuff out because I'll be up. I can't sleep when there's nobody here. I can't sleep real good when there is somebody, but when there's nobody here, I usually stay up till 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. But when I'm doing that, I can get a few things done. Bye for now. Oh boy, y'all. Oh, Avery's getting tired on this, putting this cover back on here. It is 17 after 7. It's gonna be dark before you know it. It's gonna rain tomorrow. And where am I at putting this cover on? I'm getting there. Let me show you. What you do is you tie a string to the end you're pulling over the railing, and you tie a string to the end you don't want to come over, because if you don't tie a string to the back side, it'll all flop over when it starts coming. So let me show you what I'm talking about. Here's the string that I threw over, tied it to a piece of pipe, chunked it over there. You see where we're at there? We got it done over the top now. I've been having to poke it up with a stick and a broom and get in there and stand on them totes and push it over. We got it coming over the top now. There's that one. You just wrap it a few times and lay it back over it where it'll kind of hold. Got the same thing going on over here. Got me a screw right here, wrapped it around, laid it back over. Here's the pipe that I threw over here. So we still got plenty of that. It's coming right along. First time I tried to put one of these on, I didn't tie this, and once you get it way over there, then this side gets top heavy and it just slides right over when it's a smaller tarp. I was trying to patch it. So I got this where it can't just get away. Got that one tied. Then we got to get it in position. Then we got to stick our pipes back in. These pipes hold it. You'll see once I get it in here. Got everything swept out and blowed out. Wish I could put all this in while it's right there, but I can't because I got to get back in there and put those pipes in. That's going to be later. I'm going to try to get a good bit of this stuff back in there tonight because it's going to rain tomorrow. Anything that don't need to get wet needs to go back in there. And there's most of that stuff in there don't need to get wet, or it wouldn't have been in there in the first place. I keep going. We're rocking out currently. The guy had to turn it off so I don't get no copyright strikes. Earlier it was Leonard Skinner live. Right now I'm doing some Cheap Trick live in Budokan. So I'm fixed to get back to some Cheap Trick and pulling some tarps over. Get these pipes in here bolted down. I don't even know if I'll get to screw the bottoms down because I usually screw the bottom flat, but it'll hold. If I have to come back after the rain and screw the bottom flap down, I can. I might put a couple in there, but it's going to hold. It might, a little bit of water get in the bottom if I don't screw the bottom down right now. But the main thing is to get everything inside. And it, like I said, it's 20 after 7 right now. It is a Tuesday night. Supposed to be working tomorrow, but I might have to finish up doing some of this. I got to get the tarp on before I go to bed. Hopefully I can plug my light in and get most of that stuff in there, but I'm kind of burnt out, y'all. I ain't gonna lie about it. I had a bunch of stuff going on this morning before I even started this. So stick with me, say a prayer. I'll be back in a minute, hopefully, and see how much further we get. Hopefully I can finish this thing today. Fingers crossed. Bye for now. Hey y'all, Avery back here. It is 9 o'clock and we're still working on this, putting this tarp on, this new cover on. I got it on there and I got it mounted down, but I'm thinking that looks like it's pulling pretty tight, and that's usually where it tears at is these stress points. You know what I think I'm gonna do? I think I'm gonna back these holding bars back up a little bit, even if I have to let these corner winches go back a little bit. I might have to loosen them up some and see if we can get some extra time out of these, and maybe it won't force tear it. Let's see if I can take some of that tension out before I start putting stuff back in here. Other than that, I got to put stuff back in here tonight. I think I'm going to back some of that tension off though, just to see if I get more time, because when the sun bakes that, you might not get much more in a year, and that's where it tears, is on these tight corners. I backed it off a little bit. I believe it would stay on there a little looser, because that looks pretty tight right there. Yeah, let's back them off a little. I think I'll do that. I might show you what it looks like after I back it off. It's gonna be a 11 or 12 o'clock thing. I'm not gonna get all this back in there. I can get most of the stuff that don't need to get wet. Well, let me get to it. Bye for now. Hey y'all, Avery checking back in. Another update on this, putting this new cover on this portable building here. Uh-oh, he ain't wanting to straighten up. While I'm out here screwing these things back down, because I did loosen it up, it looks a little less stressful. I believe it's still going to hold. There's some kind of space critters that are out here, if anybody can identify these things. It looks kind of like a dragonfly, but they got a, well, that one just took off. They got a pointy tail to them. Here's like, they are loving this color, because they're kind of blending. Now, some of them are brown, but I don't know if they're changing their color to camouflage, because I'm seeing more and more. Y'all see that? I hope it's showing up. These rascals look funky. Yeah, they do. If I can get them on camera. You see their tail, how it fans out? It's got 2 points on their tail. I don't know where all the brown ones went. You know what? I believe all the brown ones have done turn yellow. There's a buttload of these things out here, along with other things. Here's one sitting on some gray. He's probably gonna take off. See that? There's one just lit up here. Big old one over there. What are these things? Inquiring minds want to know. There's a brown one. He ain't turned yet. If this is what they do. You see him? He's starting to get on the edge of this thing. These others are turned. I got this and all kind of bugs that are like, oh, there's a big one up there. Oh, they on the roof too. I hope these ain't some kind of space thing. There's a ladybug. I don't know if I can get the ladybug or not. Oh my shot. Something in my throat again. This is earlier today. I've coughed for quite a while. Yeah, they don't seem to be over here yet. Oh, there's, no, that ain't one. There's a few bugs back here, but when I bring the light around here to work on this side, I'm actually trying to cut the ant beds and weeds down by putting some of this matting that I had. I kind of cut the edge where it'd be flat and see if that'll slow the weeds down. I had 2 different kinds. If this thing will focus on what I'm doing here, back it up. Yeah, put that up under it and then screwed that down, because it's usually a bad weed patch and weeds start growing up inside of the thing in there. I mean, yeah, I guess if you could tuck it under, but it's impossible to tuck it under with it sitting on the ground. So anyway, that's what I'm working on right now, getting a lot of bug company. A few different kind of bugs here. Little bitty bugs. I don't know if all of these are showing up. I just don't know what these funky young critters are. He's hanging on there sideways. What is that even all about? You think you're hidden? I see you. You are about the same color. It's funky stuff there. Anybody knows what this is? How about y'all let me know? I don't think I've ever seen a bug quite like that. You know, the camera's gonna get in his way now. Not sure if it's picking that up or not. Anyway, spin it, I say. So I got to finish doing this. I got to do the other side. I got to finish screwing that down. I'm pointing and I'm looking at me. I got to finish screwing that over there down, all the way down this side, and then on that side. And then a lot of this stuff that don't need to be left out here for the rain, I got to put it away, either put it back in there or put it somewhere where it won't get rained on. There's a lot of stuff over here. Some things I put in other places that's going to be protected. Some things are still out here. Some of these totes might be okay out here. The ones with lids on them at least. Like that tubing will probably be okay out here, but this other stuff's got to go somewhere. So I got to get back to it, y'all. Let's go see what time it is. Y'all can hear me with that air conditioner running. Yeah, it was so hot today, I still got my air running in here. It is. The clock on the wall says it is almost 9:45. It has been a day, y'all. It has certainly been a day. But we got to get serious. Serious? Us? Really? Okay. We got to get serious about finishing this thing up. I'm tired, y'all, and I got to work tomorrow. But y'all tell me if I've helped show y'all how to put a new tarp on or not. Putting a new cover on. That cover, not the ends, but I just bought the cover this time, was like less than $70, and they last a couple of years. So a little bit of work to it because I didn't realize I had that much stuff packed in there. But y'all let me know if that helped y'all, give y'all some ideas or taught you something. I like to try to teach things every now and then here at Southern Fried Knowledge. And I will see y'all on the flip side of it. Thank y'all for tuning into this one, and come back for more. And don't forget the Dragon Con's coming to town this year. Later on in September or August or some such. And I, if I'm still around, hope to be there. Y'all come join me, shall you? Bye for now. Say bye to Jacob the carpetbagger. I got a couple of his postcards over here. Bye, Jacob.